Terrorists launch chemical attack on Syrian Army positions in IdlibTEHRAN, FNA. Several Syrian Army troops were chemically injured in terrorists' toxic gas attacks on their positions in Southern Idlib on Tuesday in an incident that could push the war to another level. The Arabic-language service of Russian Sputnik news agency reported that the terrorists attacked Sham al-Hava region in southeastern Idlib with missiles armed with toxic gases. It noted that 2 Syrian army troops were injured in the chemical attack. In a relevant development in late January, the Russian Foreign Ministry said at a briefing that Moscow is concerned over the fact that terrorists have not abandoned their attempts to stage chemical attacks against Syrian civilians. The White Helmets have deployed equipment in several hospitals in the Syrian province of Idlib to film false flag chemical attacks and blame it on Damascus, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova stated, Sputnik reported. There are also serious concerns about reports that terrorists are not abandoning attempts to fake the use of chemical weapons against civilians. According to available information, a group of activists, the notorious pseudo-humanitarian organization, the White Helmets, have prepared the necessary equipment in several hospitals of Idlib to film such provocations, Zakharova added. The spokeswoman elaborated that tensions were running high in the Idlib de-escalation zone, saying that Tahrir al-Sham militants are carrying out daily shelling of nearby settlements and actively building up their forces near the contact line with Syrian government forces. Moscow and Damascus have on a multitude of occasions pointed out that the White Helmets have staged a number of provocations in Syria involving the use of chemical weapons in order to blame them on the Syrian government and provide Western countries with justification for intervention in the Arab Republic. The notorious NGO has repeatedly been busted staging and filming false flag attacks. Last April, the group published footage featuring doctors in Douma hospitals treating patients that had suffered from an alleged chemical attack by the Syrian Arab Army. Reports of the purported use of chemical agents in eastern Ghouta surfaced in April 2018 in some media, citing militants on the ground. A number of Western countries, including France, the US and the UK, quickly picked up the claims, and instantly accused Syrian President Bashar al-Assad of having dropped a chlorine bomb on civilians. Damascus vehemently denied the allegations, denouncing the attack as a staged provocation to justify potential foreign intervention. Immediately after the purported incident, Moscow dispatched its Chemical Corps Commission to inspect the site and determine whether there had been an actual chemical attack. The expert group, however, found no traces of chemical agents in Ghouta. Speaking of the envisaged U.S. withdrawal from Syria, Zakharova added that Moscow had urged Washington to immediately pull its troops out of the Al-Tanf zone and transfer the area to Damascus control. We urge Washington to immediately withdraw its troops from Al-Tanf and transfer control over this territory to the Syrian government, which could take care of its citizens as we see it can do, she stated. Zakharova also drew attention to the plight of the inhabitants of Rukban camp for internally displaced persons, which is located within the 55-kilometer security zone set by the Pentagon. The full responsibility for the depressing situation in the camp is borne, of course, by the United States, which illegally occupies this zone, and secondly, deploys its military base there, regularly providing material and technical support, while not contributing to the delivery of food and medicine to the residents of Rukban. It is necessary to immediately take measures to resettle the camp, she noted.